Hello students, in this lecture we discuss about the separation of pigment through a column chromatography. Before this we see how the column chromatography works and how the separation, what is the principle and what mechanism, how the adsorption chromatography is carried out through the column and how it is beneficial for the separation of the different constituents present in the extract or present in any sample and how to purify that. Now in this video we can see the pigment separation through a column chromatography. I am Dr. Shweta Sabu, Assistant Professor in Government College of Pharmacy, Aurangabad. Now we see just we revise what are the basic requirements for the column chromatography. That is a column, adsorbent materials, that is the adsorbent material like silica gel, alumina or calcium carbonate. Then this column is packed. There are the two types of the packing of this column. That is a wet packing and another one is a dry packing. Wet packing, when we use any mixture of the solvent with the adsorbent material and we can pour it and so that the adsorbent material can be settled down in this column and the solvent can be remain on the upper side. And due to that the solvent, the column not become the dry. Or sometimes we use a dry packing in which the adsorbent is a solid material is kept and according to the absorptivity of the different material or the different side it can be absorbed on a column. From the upper side we can insert the solvent for the separation through a column. Then after the sometimes the bands, you are able to see here how the bands get separated. After the sometimes when we can move the solvent from the here and we can collect the one by one the sample according to the nature of the color of the band, we can collect the whole band color at one time, or we can set some time, means every 10 minutes, after the 10 or 15 minutes we can collect the sample and we can perform it the TLC and find out how many spots are there in the TLC and then detection of the compound. The basic, if we say the what are the steps for the separation of the pigment. First we require the leaf of spinach. We can take the leaf, we can wash it and make it a crush and then extract with the pigment with the solvent acetone. We can use the chocolate extraction also, or we can use the maceration like procedure for the extraction. Then we can evaporate the whatever our solvent, whatever the extractor we can get, we can solidify it, make it concentrated, and then selection of the column. The suitable size of the column we can select for the separation. Then next step, we can pack the column. We can take the silica gel for column chromatography or alumina and we can pack the column by the wet packing. We can mix the alumina with the anhexane and make a column, get the wet packing. We can add here silica gel with the solvent and make a column with the wet packing. Then for the uniformity to put the sample over the here, we can first keep the filter paper, a circular filter paper over the packed alumina. Therefore, we can place here a circular filter paper so that when we can put the extract over here, then it can be uniformly moved towards the further. Here we can put the extract. Then we can slowly add a sample over over the support from this is the support, that is the filter paper. Over that we can put the extract, our concentrated extract, and then we slowly add the solvent in it. So that what happened, the different colors means your sample get separated through a solvent and they get with the gravity it can be flow down. Then according to their absorptivity they can be absorbed at a different level at the different side of the column. We just see what are the steps in a separation of the pigments. Now basically when we can separate the chlorophyll, there are the 2 to 3 pigments, that is the carotene, xanthophylls and chlorophyll. So we are able to here to see that according to their absorptivity they can be separated out, as the carotene has a less having the less absorptivity on a alumina, and therefore it can be go down, and chlorophyll its absorptivity is more and therefore it is a place on a upper side, it should be absorbed, not easily removed. In a first diagram you are able to see its absorptivity is low, therefore it can be separated as we move the solvent, and chlorophyll absorptivity is more and carotene absorptivity is less. Now as we remove the solvent, then again this chlorophyll pigment, this carotene pigment we can separate it out as we add the solvent from the upper side and near the your chlorophyll pigment. Now if we move the further, then it is we can totally collect the carotene pigment, and here it is the chlorophyll pigment. In the next step we can collect it, and we can collect the different fractions at a different time. We can note it down how much quantity we have separated in a volume and how much time is required for that separation, means for the 20 minutes, 30 minutes for the separation of the complete first fraction or first color band. Or another method in which we can collect the 15 minutes or 10 minutes fraction according to the nature of the compound which we want to be separated. Now from the everywhere we can first add the solvent, and then this procedure is going on. So thank you very much. I think you are getting the knowledge how to separate by the visualization of this animation. You will just imagine how the column chromatography works. Thank you. Thank you very much.